Hi, I'm Jen Newton, registered dietitian at the Skylights Wellness Center. We are back in the kitchen today to play around with some more chocolate treats. So we've done the chocolate frosting using sweet potatoes, which is kind of that surprise ingredient. Today we're going to be making a chocolate hummus. I know, what you ask, how can I get hummus and chocolate in the same dish? But let me tell you, it works and it's absolutely delicious. So we're going to use some basic ingredients today, using a little bit of maple syrup as a sweetener, a little bit of vanilla, but we're starting with our canned garbanzo beans or chickpeas as our base, which is what we would do for any hummus. We're using some cocoa powder for our chocolate, and then we have our strawberries here that we're going to use for dipping in. So I'm going to start by rinsing and draining off the garbanzo beans. I'm going to be putting everything into the food processor. So I'll get those ready to go in, and then we'll come back and talk about our chocolate hummus. Okay, so we've rinsed our garbanzo beans and we've placed it into our food processor. I'm going to add the other ingredients. So this is quick and easy, 5 ingredients plus a little bit of water. We're going to add about 3 tablespoons. This is measured a little bit more than 3 tablespoons, but 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. We're going to add half a teaspoon of vanilla, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I'm going to add a little bit of water. This is just to help with consistency of it. So I have about 2 tablespoons here. I'm going to just add about half of it and then blend it up and see where I'm at, and then add a little bit more water if I need to for consistency. So that's going to get loud. So we're going to turn off the video as we get this blended, and then we'll come back at the end. So we put all of our ingredients through the food processor and we have our delicious chocolate hummus. Now if you don't have a food processor available, you can use a blender. You may need to use on the upper end of the recommended amount of water just for a little bit of a smoother consistency. If you didn't have that available, you could also use the back of a fork and mash that your garbanzo beans up with that. Using a hand mixer might also help you get a smoother texture as well and be able to combine those ingredients. So why would we do a chocolate hummus? I'm so glad you asked. So chocolate hummus can really be a healthier alternative for us getting our sweet fix in. So we've got a delicious chocolate flavor. We have fewer calories than we would if we're using chocolate frosting or other chocolate dips. We have no saturated fat like we would that we would get in chocolate frosting. Like I said, none of it in the hummus. We are getting 4 grams of fiber for every 2 tablespoons. We're also getting a ton of protein. So these are things that are going to help us feel fuller and more satisfied with the foods that we're eating. We can use it for a variety of occasions. It's an easy one to take with us to family gatherings, and people are going to love this. They'll love you for bringing it. And then you can also use it as a fruit dip. You can use it as a healthy topping for toast in the morning for a quick and easy breakfast, especially if you're craving that donut. Go for the chocolate hummus instead. Or why not just grab a spoon and enjoy it by the spoonful. Try out this recipe, you'll be glad you did.